So unfortunately, I was recording this video, but my microphone was not picking up the whole time, so I would have just ended up just backing out, but I did get lucky and got the tier 3 level, like turn 1. So just out of curiosity, I want to see how it does here. But that's really unfortunate. I'll have to buy some extra tickets to actually do the showcase now. But yeah, if you haven't seen this new Sariel, pretty interesting character. Definitely a really fun character as far as I'm concerned. So, he's using double king cards here. Ooh, I think we kill king here. I don't know. It could. This shield could end up being an issue. No, we don't quite kill, but that's fine. All right, so let's go for just triple attack. We have the level 3 stance up, so we've got quite a bit of extra damage. Ooh, big damage on king there. Very, very nice. And then a little bit of extra damage with Margaret. Nothing too crazy because we don't have buffs or anything on her. Pretty solid. Pretty solid. Yeah, alright. Well, easy peasy. Alright, anyway, I guess we'll just have to start our matches over again because unfortunately my mic wasn't picking up. But yeah, this new Sariel, if you have not seen, is pretty interesting. I definitely think that he is a very fun character. We'll just go ahead and buy 3 because I think I did 3 already. But anyways, yeah, the new Sariel's pretty interesting. I did some showcases, I did sort of like a showcase, not really, after the stream was over for the character, and honestly, a very, very fun unit in my opinion. I love counter units, and the biggest drawback to this unit in general, for me specifically, is that you have to run it with Gother pretty much if you want to see any sort of gains out of these counter cards, because it basically ramps up exponentially, and at level 1 it's just going to taunt, it's going to deal damage whenever they attack, etc. At level 2 it's actually going to reduce incoming damage by 40%, and it's also going to last for 2 turns and deal a little bit more damage, of course. And then at level 3, which is obviously the one that you would want, is it increases your damage dealt for the character by 60%. You still lasts for 2 turns, it taunts, it also reduces incoming damage by 60%, and it deals 450% of attack as the counter damage, which is absolutely ridiculous. The attack card is a cleave card, which I've grown to really like cleave, so I do really like this card as the attack card here. Then the ultimate is a quell. I know that on JP people were calling it suppress because that's kind of what it translated to, but it is quell on global, and it's basically damage dealt is increased by 40% per active stance on self, which is pretty ridiculous because I think at level 3, like if you get a level 3 counter stance off, I think you have 4 or maybe 5. I think it's 4 counter or like stance like buffs on, so that's quite a bit of extra damage that you can deal just off of that alone. Sorry. Dog is really messing around with the green screen here. I don't know if you can even see it, but yeah, very interesting character. Really enjoying it so far. We're running a Nanashi in the back on the team just so that way we can get a couple of extra buffs on, so that way we can increase our crit damage, which is kind of nice. But other than that, nothing too crazy here. The only other thing to mention is that the age is 14, so any of you sickos get out. You better get out of here. But anyways, yeah, we are going to be running it with Gother because why wouldn't we? We're running Margaret just to sort of help put up some damage reduction if we can't get to the level 3 quickly enough, so that way hopefully, you know, she doesn't die immediately. And then yeah, it's pretty straightforward, I feel like. So let's hop in. You've already kind of seen what the level 3 can do, but let's just hop right in and kind of see what all we can mess with here. Alright, so we got our first match here. It is a pretty basic team. I feel like this is the most common team that I end up seeing nowadays. Okay, unfortunate. We don't get the level 3 first turn. We're just going to go for a little bit of damage reduction into a attack seal, because honestly that is the one thing that I really like about Red Gother right now in the meta, is that most characters, because it's either Melee or Escanor or even King, they basically just only use regular attack cards, which can be easily sealed, like absolutely just so easily. So very nice. Unfortunately, I don't have a really good way to use the attack card here after the stance, which is kind of unfortunate. So I think we're just going to use the stance straight up first turn. And then we'll save the... Well, we can't use the attack card anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So let's just go ahead and use that. So now we have the level 3 stance up. You're gonna see how much the damage reduction actually helps. It's pretty nuts, honestly. So far, out of the matches that I unfortunately didn't have my microphone on for, and the matches that we did yesterday after the summoning, Escanor has hit my Sariel 2 times so far with an ultimate, and it has just done absolutely abysmal damage. It's just absolutely like fantastic, I have to say. So level 3 counter here, 158k is just absolutely ridiculous. So that's super nice. I think we're gonna go ahead and use these 2 attacks, and then we'll go ahead and attack seal melee just for the fun of it. But I think we might kill here, honestly. So that was a level 2. Yeah, and the level 3 is definitely going to wipe. Okay, he went ahead and forfeit. So you can see, honestly, it's a really fun unit if you can get the upgrades and stuff like that. Obviously, it's not ideal. I did go against a couple of unknown teams that were able to just use freezes and stuff like that to really get rid of it. Every once in a while, because Goddess Elizabeth is a little bit more meta-relevant at the moment, she can definitely be a hindrance, because obviously her level 2 card will remove stances. Obviously it'll stun you, so you may potentially want to run a team where you use the Sariel with like Esterosa in the back or something like that to gain debuff immunity, but it's not like a necessary thing. It's more or less just like a really nice thing to have. So luckily turn 1 here we do get the stance first thing. I'm assuming he might have dodge food on, so I'm going to try to make sure that we attack with something else other than the cleave card first, so that way we can make sure that we don't get absolutely baited here. It looks like he is going for some attacks. Let's see how it goes. Boom, boom. I don't know why you would use that first. Just... okay, instant kill. He does have quite a bit lower CC though, so I mean I'm not gonna call that like super impressive, to be honest. But yeah, let's go ahead and bait out with that first. Let's go ahead and attack seal on Escanor, because why wouldn't we? More, I mean, it doesn't really matter, I guess. He's gonna die either way. I don't know, honestly. I really like the unit. I think the unit is a lot of fun. I don't necessarily think that, you know, it's going to be like absolute insanity, like the best unit you've ever used, because obviously sometimes it might be a bit of a hindrance. Like, you know, it's kind of hard to like get that sort of ramp up if you wanted to use like a pure whatchamacallit, like a pure what am I trying to say here, a pure angel team or something like that. It would be a lot harder to sort of, you know, get that sort of build up on the cards. You're not going to be able to get the rank ups quite as easily and everything like that. You're gonna have to merge and everything into your cards, which could be quite a bit harder to get some like really nice cards like the level 3 like counter stances and stuff like that, unless you're using Gother. I just don't really see it happening unless you just get super lucky. But I mean, people run Gother all the time, so it's not really like a huge deal either way. But yeah, I think this one's pretty much a wrap. We're gonna go ahead and remove his ultimate gauge here, and he's probably gonna get a little salty about it, but it is what it is. I don't know, we pretty much already obliterated his team. Let's just go ahead and move on to the next one. I'll take care of this off camera. Alright, we got another team here. So we are running against an unknown team here, which could be definitely an issue. He's got really low CC though. I kind of want to... it's going to be a real toss-up on whether or not he has the stance removal. He also has the relic on. I don't know how you have the relic, but your CC's that low. He must not have gear on one of his characters or something like that. There's no way your CC is that low with relic. I don't know. Very odd. Either way. Throat's still a little scratchy, unfortunately. I really want to get this cough out of the way, so that way I don't have to worry about anything like hindering videos and stuff, me coughing in the middle of it. But the damage reduction, okay. I actually didn't know it would work that way. The fact that The fact that that killed instead of doing, what is it, like 40% damage or something like that, that's actually kind of nuts. That's really crazy. I'm really surprised at that. I mean, obviously, like I said, his CC's really low, but dang, okay, kind of crazy. Can I upgrade into a level 3 here? Unfortunately, I don't think the stance is off this turn just yet. Dude, I mean, like I said, his CC was super low, so that was just kind of like, I don't know. It was still impressive, but it's not as impressive. But either way, let's just hop into another one. Alrighty, I think we're going to call this our last match. He is running Ludo, so I'm assuming he's trying to out-CC, but his CC's kind of low. I think this is going to be a little bit more difficult because he's going to be able to get the whatchamacallit, he's going to be able to get the king cards off first turn, and unfortunately I don't have anything. I was hoping I could maybe get the attack seal, if not the you know, the extra card for Sariel here, but whew, I don't know. I think this is a bot because I don't know why it's playing. Yeah, definitely. I don't know why you would play like this. Okay. I guess not a big deal. Let's just go ahead and attack seal because why not? We'll just keep hoping for the right cards here. I don't know. That's quite odd. Kind of unfortunate for the last match here, but it is what it is. We got an extra rank up, which is kind of nice. He's gonna be able to get the ultimate on Gother, which is a little bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. Not the biggest deal in the world. I mean, even though we're close to the ultimates here, I don't really care, because honestly, just looking at the counter stance is really all I care about with this unit. But it is what it is. I don't know. Kind of an odd matchup for the last one. A little bit disappointing because it's kind of, you know, just bot, but I don't know. Let's see how much the counter stance does. And boom, nice. Didn't even get to put up the shield. Killed Gother, but we killed Ludo. Fair trade, I'd say. Alright. And then, is it not going to bring down the person from the back? It doesn't? Okay. Oh well. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Very interesting unit, honestly. Very fun unit. Very just all around, just like a lot of like fun to use, in my opinion. I really like counter units and stuff like that, and I think that this unit, I think it's a pretty decent trade-off. Like it's hard enough to get a level 3 card, you know, to make sure that you can put the stance on and everything like that, like at least the level 3 stance. So I feel like it's not like super overpowered. It seems really strong, of course, but like I said, the unit is going to work best with other archangels, and sort of sacrificing that to run it with Gother, so that way I can just use the really high level cards as a trade-off is not necessarily like ideal, but I think that the unit is just a lot of fun in general. I think the unit, it has tons of potential for the future. Obviously it makes it a little bit more future proofed, just to be able to run with, you know, different kinds of angels and stuff like that. So really fun. I still don't necessarily think it's like a must summon or anything like that. Like I said, if you haven't watched my Polar Pass video and you're thinking about summoning for the character after seeing this, the character is a lot of fun, but at the same time, I would say if you don't already have, or like if you need characters for your bird team, then I would consider summoning, because you know, honestly, the banner that you know Sariel is on just has a ton of good like bird units. If you already have like a solid bird team, I don't necessarily think I can like really recommend you summon for it, because I honestly, even though this unit seems really fun and interesting, it's probably going to be one of those units that's sort of in the meta for like a couple of weeks. People stop using it, they go back to the normal meta stuff, or another unit will come out that'll be even more meta, and then it just always ends up shifting back to the meta, because it's just how the thing works. So I don't know. I like the unit personally. I think it's a fun unit that I can actually enjoy using. If you are super interested in the character, feel free to summon for it, but obviously, like, take it with a little bit of a grain of salt. If you're a higher rank than I am, especially in PvP, it might not be as easy. You're definitely going to have to worry about buying costumes and stuff like that. And that is the one big downside, is that this is a brand new Sariel, so you do have to buy new outfits and everything. I know you can't really see it. I'll even turn my camera off, but yeah, I have all of them except for the other UR set. I went ahead and bought the 60 diamond pack or whatever to get the fish set, and then I went ahead and bought this set itself. So I don't know. That's with extra costumes. The unit still did actually pretty well without costumes during the showcase before I was able to buy outfits and stuff like that for it. I don't know. Definitely a lot of fun. If you think that you'll have a lot of fun with the unit, I can't really blame you for summoning on that. So I don't know. Very, very interesting either way. So let me know your thoughts and opinions on the unit. I would like to hear them, because honestly, kind of an interesting unit. I know it's a unit that a lot of people feel like they're kind of being forced to summon on because of the banner. So yeah, I don't know. If you're messing around with the unit and everything like that, you're getting some pretty decent results, let me know. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Feel free to subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you guys in the next one. So see you then.